The reason why I have not done a how to lucid dream video is because there's plenty of other more successful YouTube sites that tell you how. Personally, I never had to be taught how to lucid dream. It just sort of happened. But it does make me want to get to the point of why do certain people want to learn how to lucid dream and why do other people not? I find it frustrating that I can have a certain type of view on life and dreams, and when I try to explain my view to others, um, because it's so different from the mainstream things, that they're in disbelief, and then I'm like, well, don't listen to me, please don't listen to me. Learn to lucid dream. Ask the dream characters yourself. Ask them yourself. But they have no interest in really wanting to do this, or they say how, and I give them the most easy stuff ever. Like, it's not even me telling them that they have to go on the roof of their house and clap 14 times and say 50 Hail Marys. It's the easiest stuff ever to learn how to lucid dream, but they still don't care. So it seems like you have to be a certain type of person, and it seems like this certain type of person kind of comes across it on their own. I think that the types of people who would be interested in learning how to lucid dream are able to separate themselves from this life more easily. I would imagine them to be very empathetic types of people who can think of very many different types of lives being lived in certain ways, and if people who are not so caught up in it, that are really caught up, because it's like a game, like the whole game, and the game has its little rules. People who are able to take a step back from the game and analyze it and question it, they're the ones that are okay to lucid dream. Because to start thinking about lucid dreaming is to kind of start waking up from the game in real life in general. And that's a really big thing to focus on. It's like, for instance, I can't even lucid dream the majority of the time without randomly trying to have sex with the other freaking lucid dream characters. It's just a weird, primal, stupid instinct that my brain always goes to. It's so difficult just to talk to them and not try to stupidly have sex with them. So imagine like how difficult it is to just focus in regular life, like as if this is not a game, like to not get caught up in it, to not have your regular instincts, to just fall for all of it, to take a step back and say, hey, is this a dream right now? Or hey, I need to take a moment and train myself to think before I go to bed. This is my objective for the night, and I need to write down my dreams in the morning. I mean, it takes effort. It takes effort. Some people just don't really have the effort. I've tried to tell probably about 4 or 5 of my personal friends how to lucid dream. It's very simple stuff, just so simple, and they won't do it. I guess there has to be like some sort of push behind it to want to know. But the stuff that I tell them, I'm really congested. I'm always congested in the winter. The stuff that I tell them is you have to have an intention. Take your cell phone right now and put in 3 alarms. One whenever you first wake up, one in the middle of the day, and one before, dinner. When these alarms go off, they are your personal habit builders to ask yourself, is this a dream? So you get in the habit of asking in your daily life, is this a dream? And then you do your dream checks. Okay, is this a dream right now? What was I doing 30 minutes ago? That's like the ultimate best question ever, because when you're in a dream, you have no freaking clue what you were doing 30 minutes ago. And if it takes you more than a split second to think about what you did 30 minutes ago, then you're in a dream. Because when you're awake, you know exactly what you were doing 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, I was thinking, I need to make another Lucid Dream character video. That's what I was doing 30 minutes ago. Very simple. The next thing that you need to do is look at a clock. Clocks, look at your phone. If it all looks normal, then you're not dreaming. But if it's blurry and weird, or if you're trying to use your phone and you're trying to open up a window and another window and the windows are not making any sense and they're confusing you, and it's not working right, because every time I try to use a device while I'm in a dream, it's very frustrating because I can never get a certain page to do a certain type of thing that's just so simple, like click on a link and make it happen. That just can't happen in a dream. There's always something wrong. That's an easy way to tell that it's a dream. Another thing is turn out the lights. In a dream, when you turn out the lights don't go out because they didn't prepare for you to do that. They didn't have the scene set up for the lights to go out. Whenever you get to be like me, though, they already prepare for that. So now whenever I turn out the lights actually do go out. Another thing is fall or pretend like you're about to fall. In a dream, if you fall or pretend like you're about to fall, things feel very weird, slow motion, kind of weird. Another thing you can do is try to go through a wall. I mean, if you're around a bunch of people and your alarm goes off, just stick your hand on a wall. Feels pretty rough. It's like, oh, can't go through that. In a dream, it starts to vibrate, and if you really wanted to go through it, you can go through anything. Just very small vibrations, and you can walk right through it. I mean, what's the whole point of lucid dreaming, though, if you can't even remember your dreams? So you need to keep a dream journal, and before you even get out of bed in the morning, don't look at your cell phone, because you already start forgetting your dreams whenever you look at your cell phone. Or have like a very small lamp, turn it on, and write yourself notes, and try to get up to 6 dreams a night, remembering 6 dreams. And you know, what's the push to remember these dreams? It's pretty boring to remember them. Well, sometimes the dreams actually happen. The reason why they happen is because the dream characters set you up in situations in your dreams to see how you'll handle them in real life. And so, or set you up in situations where you'll feel a certain emotion or a small thing will happen to see if they need to change that for a future event in your life if you handle it in a bad way, in the way they don't want you to handle it. They like, you know, whenever you pre-test a project or pre-test a theory to see how it works, they do that to you in your dreams to see how well the test is going to go in real life and what things they need to alter. If you did very good in the dream and then you responded the way that you need it to in the dream, it'll most likely happen in real life. Like they go, okay, good, we tested you, you tested right, okay, this is going to happen in real life, you're fully prepared for this event to happen. And so yes, that's what premonitions are, and so it is cool to write down up to 6 dreams a night, so whenever the shit really does happen in real life, you can say, oh my god, I dreamed this, I wrote this down. You could show a friend. Don't be disappointed, because that's kind of like what this whole freaking video is about, is if you do show a friend, oh, this event happened, look, I wrote it down in a dream, they might be a little surprised, like, oh, that's cool, you had a premonition, you know, you're like somewhat psychic, what did you do? But you'll sit there and tell them how to do it, and then they won't even care. So it's hard to find people to relate to, because I guess you just have to be a certain type of person to want to do this kind of stuff. So the people that I do tell how to do this, some of them seem interested, some of them have a journal already and they're gonna start, and they start a little and then they just quit. And it's just, that's just them wanting to just keep the TV on and not control anything and just watch the TV. You know, Like you have, now that I don't really watch TV anymore and I go just to the internet and find things that I want to watch, like choose exactly what I want to watch and choose not to watch commercials. I know exactly what I want to watch. There's a difference now that I see when people just go home at the end of the day and turn on their TV and just like sit in front of the TV and allow everything that other people have wanted you to watch, you just sit there and allow it to happen to you. You don't really have that much of a choice as to what you watch. I mean, you do have like 80 channels, but compared to the internet, there's just millions of choices of things you can read, watch, play. And that's the difference in being aware of your dreams, being aware of lucid dreaming, just taking yourself out for a minute and realizing, this is kind of a game. This is kind of a dream that we're going through right now. So those friends who steadily don't try to lucid dream so you can have someone to relate to, because it is nice to have a friend who also does it too. I guess don't take it that personally. They just like to turn on the TV and just watch the same thing for hours, just mindlessly just watch, because it's just really easy to just watch this life, just watch it happen to you, and just go along with it and fall for it over and over. And that's just like the people who can't lucid dream. Their dreams just happen to them. They fall for it. I mean, the dream people can say, there's a volcano's erupted, and you're like in the middle of, America. There's no volcanoes in the middle of America, but you fall for it every time. You're just like, oh, volcano? Yeah, this is Arkansas? Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. We gotta go. We gotta pack up our stuff. There's a volcano. You just fall for it. It's funny how in your mind you make things make sense. All these sorts of crazy things happen to you throughout the day, and you just are like, yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, I'll fall for it. But I wish they didn't fall for it. Or maybe I wish I fell for it better. I don't know if they're happier that they just sit and mindlessly just watch all of this happen to them over and over again. I mean, if they turn on the lights in their bedroom and the lights turn on almost the same every single day, they just fall for it. They just start their little day, and they don't think for a second that this could be a trick, this could be a dream, this could be a test. They don't really think. They think, I gotta feed the cat, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that. They don't really question anything, and then I guess they don't really see how beautiful everything is. They just go along with it. Because if you're in your dreams, things are very beautiful. I mean, when you lucid dream, my dreams where I can see the grains of sand when I look down. If someone is sweating, I can see the very slight drip of sweat coming down like their neck. It's so strangely detailed. Or to put my face against the counter of an old house that I used to live in, I can feel the coldness of it. Everything is just so strangely, beautifully detailed. But if I wasn't lucid dreaming, I would just not even pay attention to any of the details. I would just fall for the dream. Oh, there's a volcano. We gotta go. We gotta pack up our stuff. Let's go. Hurry. We're gonna get burned by the volcano.